Hi everyone, my name is Ali Salmoni, and in this video I'm going to explain about what we have done in our team in this hackathon as fake news detection analysis. So my teammates are Ali Dehaqi, Amir Sadar Darvishpur, and Muhammad Khosrawani. Okay, so as we know, fake news is false or misleading information that is presented as true information. Fake news can be used to trick readers into believing wrong information, which is harmful and dangerous. Also, with the advancement of pre-trained language models such as ChatGPT, generating fake news is now easier than ever. As such, it is important to be able to detect fake news from the true ones. So what we are going to do, actually what we have done, is to use natural language processing techniques to recognize patterns that help us distinguish fake news from the true ones. These methods range from statistical methods to machine learning methods. We have found fake news often have different features compared to the true ones, even though they mostly cover the same subjects. So we used the following NLP techniques for our analysis, including TF-IDF, topic modeling, clustering, named entity recognition, feature extraction using sentence embeddings and bag of words, machine learning methods such as random forest, and word clouds. So let me explain first about the challenges that we had in this hackathon. So our main challenges were the limited resources such as computational power and time, because many state-of-the-art NLP models such as BERT require GPUs for training and fine-tuning. Additionally, training and inference of these models take considerably more time than statistical methods. For example, we experimented with getting sentence embeddings from BERT. However, each sentence embedding took around 10 seconds on GPU. Okay, so in terms of the data pre-processing, we noticed that the data is not clean and should be cleaned. So there was a significant amount of non-data and news items with a length of less than 2 characters, which had to be eliminated from the dataset. To clean the data, we utilized stop words from the natural language toolkit, as well as the other common and unnecessary words extracted from the data. The data before pre-processing contained punctuations, links, stop words, so we cleaned all of them, and also we lowercased all the characters of the sentences. And if you take a look at these two diagrams, these two shows the links of the sentences, links of the news. So one is for fake news, the other is for true news. As you can see, the links of the fake news is way much bigger than the true news. And so in the next slide, in this slide, you can see that the links of the sentences has been reduced because the punctuations, the links, and everything has been eliminated. However, as you can see, still the length of the fake news is much higher than the true ones. Okay, so here is the result of our clustering. So in the figure, yellow represents fake news, purple represents misinformation, and green represents propaganda. So, as you can see, the following figure demonstrates how fake news, misinformation, and propaganda are distributed across a dataset of 1,000 entries. So, we reduced the features to 500 using TF-IDF, and following by the application of k-means with 3 clusters. So we employed k-means to cluster the data and identify the most frequently used words in each cluster. We then utilized those words to identify the topic. Although we attempted to identify patterns for detecting fake news in each category by extracting common words in true and fake news, we were unable to achieve this due to the time constraints. So let me show you some more tangible results of our analysis. So as you can see, for example, 8% of the data was about Ukraine and Russia, and 70% of them were true and 83% of them were fake. So as you can see, most of the news about Russia and Ukraine were fake. And as well, you can see some statistics about North Korea, China, and Middle East. Here's another information. So there are some topics such as election, tax, healthcare, internet and social media, or some other general topics. So you can see that how many of them were fake, how many were true. Actually, I need to skip this part because of the limited amount of time. And here's another example. As you can see, so this politicians has the most were one of the hot topics in the news, and you can see that there were lots of the ratio of the fake news was much higher than the true ones. Okay, now let me show you another representation. So as you can see, these 5 figures are called word clouds. You can see the most frequent as words that has been used. So these 5 are for the only true news. As you can see, set is one of the terms that have been used in all of the was the most frequent word actually in all these 5 clusters. So we can conclude that the news that are containing a quotation, that they are quoting on something, so we can conclude that it most probably true news. Okay, so here's another result from the back of words. So as you can see, these are the most important features for fake news detection. So most of the fake news contain Donald Trump, President, Hillary, and US. Here is the result of the topic modeling. So in this particular model, we train an algorithm to anticipate the words likely to be employed in various categories. The resulting interactive visualization can be seen in this link, and based on the results of topic modeling, we learned that while both fake and real news share words such as Trump, Clinton, Russia, China, and etc., there are words that are specific to each one as well. For example, in fake news, words such as black, white, violence, women, Israel, Jew, FBI, and war are more popular, whereas in real news, related terms and figures are more common, like Sanders, Democratic, Republican, and etc. And so, based on what we have done, there's obviously some more steps that can be done in which requires more time, so we can use more complicated and sophisticated models like transformers, fine-tune them. We can use neural networks or support vector machines, and we can conduct a comparative analysis of the effectiveness of various feature selection methods to identifying and distinguishing the characteristic of true and fake news. So these are all the items that can be considered as our future plans. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation, and also we attached the source code of all of our analysis in this presentation. and also in the dev post. And thank you very much.